Welcome everybody to VAIL VRML. My name's Nightfire with 2 E's, and today we dive into the top tier of the VAIL North American region. We get to watch number 2 versus number 4, REKT versus Fierce this afternoon. We take a look at their matchup history so far in this season, and Fierce 7-2, REKT 6-2, both teams fighting to avoid their third loss in the regular season. That's an impressive bit of statistics there to achieve on both sides. A lot of people, some folks in chat saying this is going to be a much closer matchup than people anticipate. I do think that this will be a very exciting back and forth that we are going to dive into here. One that's going to rival some of the other great matches we have seen already along the last few weeks of this season. And to be honest, I'm very much looking forward again to this series, and a shout out to everyone that's been patiently waiting for the pre-show and waiting for us to get ready to dive in to the action. As I do have players in lobby, I do think I'm getting the go-ahead that we will be diving in soon. They're choosing maps, so we'll give them some time before we get into that. And while we wait, a quick shout out to AX Labs for supporting VRML. We really do appreciate their support. They're coming in with a $10,000 cash prize pool for Season 1, on top of flying out the 2 North American finalists to play live on stage at VRML Con 2024 on July 20th and 21st. You can buy your tickets for that convention right now if you go to vrml.com/VRMLCon. Going to be an awesome display of high-tier esports for 4 leagues finalizing their seasons live on the stage. I cannot wait for VRMLCon 2024. We've got a lot of good theatrics and all sorts of stuff planned. We've got demos, booths, exclusive merch, giveaways, 2,000 in giveaways coming in cash and in hardware, $2,000 in hardware coming in from HyperX and giveaways at the convention. And so if you get a ticket, you're likely to get your value back in the ticket from a piece of hardware. So really looking forward again to that convention. You can buy your tickets right now going to vrml.com/VRMLCon. And I do think they've finished deciding on their map. I'll give them the 30-second countdown, and we should be sorting ourselves into our first map for the afternoon and for the start of our series today between these 2 squads. I'm really looking forward to, I don't know where we're headed first, but I'm going to guess I want to say Miru. We had a map 2 Kitty, which was odd. I think Kitty's been picked map 3 almost every time. And so I think we're going to be heading to Miru to open up this series. I'd be surprised with a nice Sunna opener as well, but I feel like almost every series I've jumped into, Miru has opened up the series. And so as we do wait for these squads to ready up, we should be finding out where we're starting soon. So do bear with me as I deal with some technical elements on my side here. And we are diving into Sunna to open up the series. On the, let's see, Fierce side, yes, Oaks, Adoxy, Bleach, Jack, and Stone. And over on the REKT side, we've got Fizz, Cyclo, Rise, Tarmac, and you killing. I can't finish the name there as it cuts off, but no early aggression out the gate from this REKT squad. It does look like B site gonna be where the push comes through, and Armac goes down. Rise finding one. The push coming in nicely from REKT here. They've got control of B site. The vault up from Adaxley puts them in a spot where they can contest, but they're gonna be caught out. You killing me, Smalls. Catches out the kill on site. We'll get Scanner down. The rest of the team gets shut down over at A, and so it's into a 3v2. Maybe a disconnect, unfortunately, on REKT's side there. Something's brought them down to 4, though. And they do a reconnect at least to make it whole. Maybe they were just a quick reset. While they were down, Oaks is going to reset Fizz and find the final kill on Smalls. Scanner gets interrupted. And REKT are off to a solid opener here this afternoon. My voice getting a little sore. So if I do have moments of quiet, it's because I'm hydrating, most likely. Got a big jar of water next to me here. Pitcher, some would say. Vase. Whatever it is, it's filled with water. It's here to hydrate me for what is going to be, again, a exciting series. Pretty decent opener there. On the REKT side, on their start and their advance into B. In the split, getting picked up. Bleach finding one, a 1-for-1 up the center. And some good long-range holds here, not allowing Fizz and this team to cross. The smoke is needed, and it will allow Fizz to cross into a fight that they cannot win over the top of the smoke. Stone finds the kill, and a quick 2 for Fierce. Quick look at the KDs. Bit of a switch up coming in from REKT. D site hadn't worked for them, so why not head over to A? Back and forth on the trade cycle. Staying alive, can't pick up. Well, it does actually exchange their life for the final one on site, and so Scanner can go down here as Bleach gets picked off by Fizz, and a nice counter move here from REKT to swing over A site. Try something new. B site getting deterred heavily. The 3-2 split they were trying to go for getting shut down. And A. When the push goes A, things work out for REKT. I'm curious what the chat's thoughts and opinions are on side preference on this map. Is there a typical side that wins? Is it defensive sided? Is it offensive sided? What are the thoughts in chat? Oh, and here comes the push. Close. Getting smoked out and trying to fence things off. Won't be able to do it. A trade. Up through the center, leaves Bleach alone in a 1v4, and they're going long B. Not going to be the easiest lane to challenge on, but might catch a few by surprise. This nade will be giving away their position, though. Either frag connecting, and now the 1v4. Doesn't get the one. And shut down nicely by REKT. Another Good move this time to B site. Their B push working better because they stacked long B a little bit heavier. They're able to find the frags they needed there to open up that push and then get the smokes out to cross. A very good play. We sometimes will see a timed swing up the center as well, and wow, that's good. A good read from REKT. Recognizing the timing on a nade. That's a good timed nade too. Coming in there and almost catching them out. That is a very high level understanding and a good toss, no less. That would have been certainly one way to open up your round. I don't know if it's an offensive or defensive smoke, but it's an interesting one. So do the swing coming in here. REKT flying out of A side and going down in a 1-for-1. Jack here bending things off, finds the second, looking for a third. They can't get it. Psychillo and Rise clear up A side. Daxi into a 1v1. Oh, that's Psychillo. Yeah, Psychillo does have scanner, but they're not going to go for the scanner just yet. They're going to find the kill on the Psychillo and REKT. Clear. I wouldn't cleanly. It's three rounds in a row, so pretty cleanly take the lead. But a rough start out the gate, 2-0. Felt like Fierce had some momentum. We'll see if Fierce can collect themselves going into this next defensive round. Round 6. A few more of the half. We swap sides and Fierce get a chance at the attacking half. To see a good defensive hold from Bleach trying to fend off that center rotation, but ultimately the B site defense is a little bit weak. A couple of good smokes. This REKT team has clear control of B site.
Scan started.
Going in over the top. The only one onside. Jack, I think, pinned down over at A. Does get Tarmac down. So Bleach could wait for Tarmac for Jack, but not for that long. Psychillo will swing out, and there's not going to be enough time, quite frankly, for the rotation to come through. 15 seconds left, and they are going to commit to this full send. Giving away the position too with some early shots there as they advance down towards the backside of B, and REKT are in a comfortable spot here, 4-2, map 1. Round 7. A few more in the half, and then, like I said, they swap sides. Let's see where REKT are going to choose to go. They've had success on both sides so far on this map, able to push into A pretty well. And it does seem like there's a bit of some good utility coming in for Jack as they swing out for a double kill. Nicely holding back the defense, or the offense. Oaks with the double kill on their nade, and Stowe cleans things up. I didn't catch the Oaks nade. But that's one way to get back into it. 3-4. Last round of the half. And we could be going into a 4-4 side swap, quite frankly. Here comes the nade, the prediction. Look at that. The read on the offense. Recognizing the nade coming in. Oh, and Adaxi throwing a defensive smoke towards B site. Interesting toss. We'll have to see how they use that. As it does dissipate, they won't be there ready and waiting. Instead, back a bit further towards the objective. Meanwhile, up through the center. Stowe with a nade over the top. Not ready for the swing from Tarmac. Jack holding things down there, does not want to allow Tarmac control there. Psychillo catching a nade onto a Daxi. And just like that, it's only Oaks and Jack alone on A site. Scanner going down on B. Tarmac at least goes down up through the middle, but there's a few more they got to work through. 30 seconds left on the clock, too. I don't know if there's enough time for that long of a rotation. They're ready for the short corner peek here from Rise. Oaks tries their hand at long B, but Fizz shuts things down. First half into REKT's hands. As we swap sides and go in to the final rounds of Map 1 here on Sunna. Sight here. Good nade over the top. Doesn't quite catch Bleach. They're able to drop back and just barely avoid it. And Psychillo trying to clutch things up on the site, but there's too many attackers pushing them. Scanner very likely to go down on B. 2v2. Oh, wow, they had the scanner down on the backside of B, so they had to toss it. Still hasn't gone down. Ryan spends off in the center in a trade. And as Tarmac rotates, Stone does get scanner down, but takes some damage. Smoke forcing the rotation. A great move from Tarmac. Wonderful play that nets them the scanner interrupt. A solid 6-3 lead here. 3 away, excuse me, from taking map 1. Killing Me Small is showing off that they were maybe thinking about a shotgun, or maybe just showing off the gold skin. 2-3 split though, pretty standard what they've been throwing out all day. Oh, and that's a great toss from Jack. Good swing out. Rise at least gets a 1-for-1 there. A little bit of a refresh there. Open cross, no smokes. A lot of eyes down this lane. Look at all the shots that are ringing through. Daxi and Bleach are going to be able to cross, but only after everyone has to reload. Scanner is going to get put down here by Daxi. And it's up to the 3 left alive for REKT. Oh, and they're going to go for a 3-player split. One up the center, one on the second floor center, and one on long B. Oaks finds the first, much as Bleach finds the other two over at B. A nice hold down from Fierce. We could be here for a little bit. We could be going the distance on rounds played, which would be stellar. I don't think I've had that since maybe like my first cast, oddly enough, but I'd be very interested to see a 8-8. Finding some things are working for them today on the offense. Managing to string together some wins, but opening kills definitely a thorn in their side, and Fizz and Psychilio will find 2 kills to kick things off for REKT on defense. Very quickly puts this duo here down long B in a very tight spot. Vulnerable to utility nades, a flank. They're fortunate that REKT isn't getting over aggressive here and staying very disciplined. They're keeping 3 at A just in case this duo swings and rotates.
Seconds remaining.
I think they are going to go for an A swing, but I don't know that they're going to have the time for this. Oh, they're going up short B. Never mind. Up through the middle. 10 seconds left. Time is ticking. Psychilio finds the first. Second has to be here. And they'll go down in a trade. 4 left alive on the side of REKT. They climb closer and closer to the map win. I like the attempt up through short B, but I just don't know that they're moving fast enough along long B. It feels like there's, I don't know, a lack of smoke, something that's just not necessarily allowing them to move up confidently. Maybe it's these defensive smokes that are sort of slowing down the pace of Fierce towards B. A lot of very good nades on some pretty standard spots. And here come the smokes earlier. Psychilio does catch a quick frag, but now they can push through, cross B fast, and find the opener they need. Most will dissipate. Bleach with a huge kill. There's a double from Fizz, though. That shuts down the dreams of the Fierce offense. They were set up so nice here at the top of B. Bleach very aware of the many angles they have to be worried about in cover here. And taking shots from Killing Me Smalls, who will wrap things up and bring us to map point for REKT. Very good reactions coming in from this REKT squad on defense. Very, especially that rotation, that flank from Smalls. Does make me wonder what a sort of a 3-2 split attack could do in terms of dividing the attention a little bit more, but the Fierce squad continues to kind of stack their offense on the one side as Killing Me Smalls just barely avoiding the smoke to dive into it and find their first kill. Multiple coming through on the other side as finally Bleach barrels up through the center. They have a lot to look for, and they'll find the first. They need 2 more, and they've got the angle to hold things down as Rise peeks out for the challenge. They'll find the headshot they need, and REKT will lock in a map 1 win. 9-4. Solid job coming in from the REKT squad. Good opener from them on Sunna. But I did feel like Fierce came in strong in those early rounds. And on the side swap too, I think they also won their first 2 rounds on side swap. And so for me, that's a lot of momentum right there. You know, they need to continue that level of success, aggression, whatever it is that's netting in those early round wins. That needs to carry through to the rest of the series, and obviously hard to do against a top opponent like a squad like Fierce. They're number 2 in the region for a reason, and well, they're showing Fierce exactly why right now. 9-4 again in that first map, and I'll give the players the ready up that they're good to go to dive into map 2 whenever they are. But adjustments, I don't know. I guess the map's going to be a big impact too. Let's take a look at match history. Get an idea of where these teams succeed and on what maps. I mean, truthfully, both teams very solid win rates across the board, considering they only have 2 losses apiece. Sunna, 59% win rate for REKT, 55 for Fierce. So if we're going to play the stat game, there's no map that Fierce are going to find an advantage here. Miru or Kitty. Both in favor of REKT, and I imagine we're headed to Miru for map 2. But who knows? I saw Kitty map 2 just the other day, so it's on the table. Shout out to the folks tuning in, hanging out, and enjoying the action this afternoon. We do appreciate you stopping by on this Sunday night for what is a pretty solid VAIL matchup. A reminder that we will have a fresh bit of content coming out on this YouTube channel in the near future, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I think it might come out Monday, Tuesday of next week. It's a little bit of I guess tomorrow or Tuesday of next week. It's a little bit of an interview and an insight into, I think, one of the highlights from one of the games a week or 2 ago. Really well-produced content by our resident caster, Chumbait, so we really do appreciate them. But keep your eyes peeled for that as we do get ready to dive into the action for map number 2. And it's taking us from here. A big surprise. Getting typically being reserved for the map, but wasn't where we opened things up. And Sunna definitely went well for the likes of REKT. We'll see if they can carry that momentum from a map 1 win
Get ready
into a solid defensive hold here. Like I was saying, on map 1 at least, on Sunna, the opening rounds went the way of Fierce. And if we're diving into stats, I mean, they're both so even on this map. It's on every map, really. It's all so close on their win percentages. I see the big dogs in chat saying the expectation is for REKT to take the win this afternoon. They have been playing pretty solid, but Fierce have been doing a good job of contesting, I feel like, almost every step of the way. Psycho's going to swing in. A nice fly out there from Bleach. They'll turn around for the second kill. Jack able to pick up a double. as the scanner goes down on B. And the two left alive on defense have to rotate, but they're actually here before the rest of the team, so it's technically a 2v2 for the brief moment. Jack gets rid of the remaining defense, though, and Fierce open things up with a solid pistol round win, like they did on both rounds, I think, or both halves of map 1. The early lead going into the Fierce team's pocket. They need to ride this momentum. This is the key for them. They need to keep that consistency of round wins going, and not an easy task when you're going up against a squad like REKT. But a great opener for this Fierce team. Exactly what they really needed to do to stop a little bit of the energy coming in from REKT. A nice 9-4 win. It's pretty fast map 1, and let's see, where does the first kill fall? Oaks nearly picked out. But for now, stays tucked in. The rest of this offense just slowly taking their time, assessing their angles, making sure there's no over-aggression coming in from REKT in these early rounds. Again, REKT been playing good. 9-4 victory. They're kind of maybe anticipating REKT to try and double down, so to speak, into the second round of this map. REKT are staying disciplined, though, not over-aggressing. Not overextending. 40 seconds left. The time for the push is here, and it's coming towards A. Fizz finds one. Kiwi swinging out. Stone battling back the duo on defense. The rest of the team pushing up towards B site. Question is, where is the scanner going? Nowhere. As Kiwi picks up the double, trades their life down. Locks in a defensive round win, ties things back up. Quick response from REKT. Utility getting tossed out here towards B site, but as the push comes through, the smokes offering good cover for this swing up, and the counter swing from Psychillo, who does get cleaned up, but Daxi picks up a double. Scanner's going down, but not before getting picked off. Shots to the wall and a double from Fizz to clutch things up, and we've got a replay and a replay. There's 2 double kills right there in 1 replay. Boom. Right back into the action we go. I can always turn up the mic a little bit. Appreciate the input. I suppose over the roar of all these grenades, I can't be deafened. And that was a fast round. A quick denial from REKT. That should be a little better. Let you hear me clear my throat. artillery rains down on the B. Rise swings out for one, looks for more, gets shut down. Doxy leading the charge here. Good suppressive fire, able to pick up a second kill at the cost of their teammate's life. And on the backside, a rotation coming in from Fizz. Doxy trying to read the rotation. Tarmac picking up one, Kiwi the other. And REKT not allowing Fierce any time to adjust or rotate. If they're committing to a side, the rest of the defense is coming. They are hungry for a second map. They got a solid 9-4 victory on the first one. Sure, they're looking to replicate that again here on map 2. If not better. But I do feel Miru tends to be a touch defensive-sided. And things slowed down just a touch on the Fierce end. They tried moving in quick. Last round didn't work. Now, as the clock ticks down to a minute left, they're still trying to push through to B, but getting shut down. Rise and Psychillo denying them that opportunity. Jack going in for a 1-for-1, but the rest of the team is done. Oaks and Stone alone, and Oaks playing a nice adjustment. Really good job reading the rotations from REKT there. Perfect play from Oaks to put this into a 2-2. Real opportunity for this team now to push B site. That was huge. That was a really good read. A really nice adjustment. Question is, will it matter? Is Psychillo still here to defend? Rise still here to defend. Psychillo 8-3-1. Make it 9-4-1. As they trade down 5-1. First half very solidly in their hands, and I don't know that one round is enough for Fierce on their offensive set. I mean, I know it's not. It's going to be a very tough time holding things down if they can't get a few more here. And they really seem turned off from the idea of A. They came so close to that B push. But they're trying for B again. Smokes and utility out. Bleach at least opens things up a touch. REKT on the rotate, getting caught out. There's a nice refrag. 1-for-1, 2 for Jack. And Tarmac goes down, and third, fourth, fifth time's the charm. They finally get a scanner down and around by pushing B. And I like that move because there's so much going on there. The round before that they lost, but they shut down the rotation up through the middle, which worked the round before that. And then with that rotation being shut down, in the minds of REKT, they weren't as confident swinging to effectively trap the team at B like they had the last few times they'd been successful with it. Instead, they stack up onto the back, and I feel like that's kind of doom if there's too many defenders that are sitting on the backside of B. Definitely, at least, is a vulnerability on the defensive end, and so really good moves there. Good sequence from Fierce to finally get them back on the board. Final round in the half, though. Fizz catches 2, 3 go down on Fierce's side as the middle push is all that's left. Jack and Bleach. Fizz finds another. I think that's 4. 1 away from the ace. As Jack fending things off nicely, will go down to Psychillo.
We're switching sides.
And a very clean 6-2 half there for REKT. 3 away. Just like they had in map 1. We'll see if Fierce can put on some early rounds here. Start to get a little momentum back into their hands. Four 6 is manageable. It's a lot of rounds to take on defense, though, and REKT have been obviously playing very well this afternoon. It's coming in over the top, smokes, tossed in. Good bits of utility, denying vision. Psychillo with that lob catches a kill, but a double coming in from Adaxi. B-site is very vulnerable. Adaxi's going to find another. The plant gets shut down. Tarmac gets picked off by Bleach, and Psychillo is alone with a pistol in their hand in a 1v4. This has been Fierce and REKT. You know, every half, pistols go the way of Fierce. They have the scanner, so actually this rotation A is doable. They can get a scanner down here, for sure, and they will. Wow. The entire team on Fierce has to rotate here. It's going to be a massive clutch from Psychillo. The 1v3 is going to be very hard to read considering all the different spots they can be pushed from. There's one. Can't find the second, and I liked the maneuver for it. Smart play not to swing out to that backside and allow the pinch to come through, but scan does get interrupted, and Fierce put another early point on the board. And now the task of keeping this momentum going falls onto the Fierce side. On defense, starting a little spree, little comeback here. They can put a second on the board like they have in other maps, but REKT really would like, you know, 7-3 kind of almost locks in the map in a lot of ways. So we'll see what the play is. 6. Finding a few kills. Some nades coming up over the top from Oaks and Jack. Stone actually catches one with that toss. And Jack watching for a back rotation from B. Scanner goes down on A, so they know B site's not being pushed, and now the challenge, the aim challenge essentially. Taking this long angle. Good toss just over the top of that. Oh, and a good distraction. There's a nice refrag from Tarmac. Information for Oaks to work with, and they almost find it. Oaks doesn't quite get the shots they need, and as Rise holds things down, the 7th point gets locked in for REKT in map 2. What were the connoisseur votes on the series this afternoon, I wonder? 36-4 in favor of REKT today. 32-2 in favor of Basil's. There's one more top match. 26-3 in favor of Touchgrass. Very one-sided on predictions for tonight's big games, but it's all right. Kiwi picks up a Daxi and Bleach. I think that was on the flank, but good push up there as Stone picks up 2. Really nice hold here. Denying this squad from rotating up towards A site. Tarmac, I think, just grabbing some utility. And I'm gonna try and, yeah, get it over towards Stone's direction. And there's the opener there. Jack still holding the long angle. They get pinched by Psychillo, and REKT take it to map and series point 8-3 on map 2 here on Miru. Very confident series from them. There's been some good moves from Fierce. But I don't know, it just feels like REKT finding their way through the defense a little bit easier. Psychillo here in the center of the defense, being quite a nuisance, getting shot from both sides and eventually pushed by Adoxy. Smoke comes out, lands just as they swing. A nice play from Kiwi that enables them to challenge here on site. Another kill comes through. The cost giving away their position inside the smoke, but it doesn't matter as they pop out for the frag. And that's the map in the series that locks things in for REKT. And it doesn't seem like there's any time wasted. We are heading right into Kitty. In case they're wondering, I'll give them the ready up, but Kitty finally wrapping up this series here for our third map of the afternoon. A performance from REKT that was anticipated by the connoisseurs, but Fierce played fiercely. They came in strong against this number 2 squad, and well, they're going to have some important matches in the next few weeks. They do not want to be bumped out of the top 7. I don't know if this loss will do that, but it might. Alone in a 1v4. Fierce not going to let that last very long, and they'll, for the first time, I think all series, take a pistol round in the early half there. I do think Fierce had won every pistol round until this map, so. Maybe wondering why we're playing the third map out. We always do here at VAIL in the VRML. These rounds matter in deciding how much you go up or down in rank. Even the third map after the series has been won. And so Fierce, if they can win this map, Gonna do a lot to minimize how much they will go down in rank. Gonna be tough though with how things are going right now. This defense doing a great job of holding things down. Smokes are here. I like the denial of vision coming in from REKT. But as it dissipates, Daxi might find themselves an opportunity to spring out. Pick up a couple of kills. Tarmac denying that opportunity at the very least, but not for long. Daxi swings out again to find that frag. It puts You Killing Me Smalls alone on the REKT side, and Fierce fighting here in this third map. Oh, and I felt that Smalls knew the location of both of the defenders there, but some way or another ends up getting caught off guard by Bleach. And REKT waking up off of that round loss. Come in with a very well executed smoke play. Barreling through for those early picks. Oaks and Bleach in a tough spot. 1v5 on the retake. 20 seconds left. Puts down Bleach, and Oaks not gonna be able to do much. At least find a couple of kills. Doesn't. Actually, did they get Kiwi on the back end there? No, they didn't. There's 3 left alive. 2-1, map 3 for REKT. They want to take this whole series with all 3 maps locked into their pocket at this stage. If you are just tuning in, you've missed a exciting series. Fierce battling map 1, 9-4, early 2-0 lead for them there that got quickly overturned. Map 2 going 9-3 the way of REKT. A very solid performance for them on Miru. And now, as we get into Kitty, REKT does lead 2-1. Good nade toss, but a touch short. Is still going to be a threat. Psychilo. The rest of this team got to be pushing in through these smokes. Psychilo tucked in and waiting before they spring out. They'll go down. And with 3 left alive, we're tied up 2-2 in our final map of the series. Nice adjustment there. Defensive nade thrown to the site just in case they were trying to go for another fast push. Coming in from Jack there and back over towards the center and on board Psychilo as down to Daxi and Oaks both getting picked apart. A quick refrag from Jack turns it into a 3v3. quite literally a thorn in the side of this offense. And B site wide open, not to the knowledge of this REKT offense, but could very easily rotate around that far back side of B and get that scanner down, especially with Killing Me Smalls picking up Bleach. The scanner does get picked up here. No, Kiwi doesn't have it. Smalls has it just behind him. Scanner is going to go down on B site. And Jack is stuck fighting a 1v1 against Tarmac that goes the way of REKT. Figures have gotten more than 2 every map. That also helps. If they can put points on the board. Again, you know, minimize that damage done on their MMR when that loss does get recorded, which it is. They did lose the series. Map 1 going 4-9 to REKT, and map 2 going 3-9 to REKT. Is grabbing one there, continuing to barrel forward. Killing Me Small, Psychillo and Adaxi trading down as Adaxi suddenly left as the only survivor on defense and not ready for Tarmac on the quick corner to their right. Offensive half in their control 4-2. This REKT team. Looking very good this afternoon. That's a good name, Bleach. Tarmac nearly going down, and all-out brawl up through the center. And Bleach and Stone absolutely pick apart the REKT offense up through the middle, and it leaves Tarmac trying to push A all by themselves. Round 7, and maybe this half going to be going closer and closer to the 4-4. And it all works for Fierce. Again, the goal being for the map, honestly, if they can take this third map. It seems like it's within their grasp, and you know, REKT want big wins, I suppose. Their goal trying to be get up into that #1 seed. We're into the later weeks of the season, so I don't anticipate they really want this third map to slip between their fingers, but it is close to that as Fierce on the defensive half doing a nice job of fighting back. Whether it's REKT getting overconfident, stacking heavy up through the center, or what. It is being well fended off as Kiwi pushes forward a trade on the opposite side of A. Bleach finds one, and Fizz and Smalls are all that's left. 2v3, though, not impossible. And I think Fizz, I was going to say, is pushing the opposite side along with Smalls. Smalls now caught out in the center, and our half goes even 4-4.
Switching sides.
I think that is a pretty dang net positive for Fierce. They have a real chance of taking an early lead here going into the back half of this map. They've been consistently winning their pistol sets. Small, the nade in hand, gonna get caught out. The swing from Adaxi opens up the floodgates for the push down inside. Another nade from Jack inside the smoke catches Kiwi. And the scanner goes down with ease. On the Fierce side, a great move on their pistol half. Here comes the retake from Fizz and Psykill. That's all that's left. Leaves in stone. And like I said, Fierce take the lead, 5-4. They lost their pistol round last time. That was, I think, a bit, again, out of character for the series. Map 3 win is on the table for this Fierce squad right now. It won't determine or adjust the series win by any means, but hey, again, it's going to help at the end of the day on rank and how much they'll go down from this loss. Oh, and a double for Fizz up through the center. That's enough for them to drop back with and tuck in to B. They could easily get this scanner down here if it wasn't for Kiwi swinging out to deny Stone control. Another nade comes in, and the double on the impact frag locks in a 5-5. As REKT fight back, as you would expect, as they have the entirety of this series. They're not allowing Fierce to maintain the leads for long when they do come through, but this is definitely the most contested, obviously, we've seen out of this Fierce squad, and they're doing great here on Kitty. I was feeling this scoreline more for map 1, but REKT really managed to run away with their offensive set there. I think it was a botchnade there. Kiwi, a Daxi and Bleach. Alone on the attack, but the Daxi manages to find Kiwi. 2v3. Now as Bleach does swing around. Another point for REKT, and REKT, like I said, regaining the lead. I do apologize if my comms are a little bit quieter as we get into this final map, but I did take a look at our postseason deliverables and all of the action that we have coming up in the VRML, and there is a tremendous amount of casting that I have in my near future for every foreseeable weekend from May to the end of June. Trying to prep for that, I guess, in some ways. Kiwi flies out for one, picks up two, but goes down in the process. Good enough for REKT, though, that puts them into a 4v3, actually. Nice pick up the middle there from Jack. Small shuts down Bleach and shuts down Jack. Nice angle there. That puts REKT 2 away from this third map being put into their pocket as well. And again, a quick shout out to everyone that's sticking by, hanging out, and enjoying this third map this afternoon. I'm casting it for you folks, so I do appreciate you all tuning in. Great nade. Bounced onto the corner of Jack there. Stone trying to fight up through the heart of this defense, but getting shut down as Oaks, I was gonna say, is left alone, but quickly dead by Smalls and REKT. Take it to map point. Fierce locking in the most rounds they've got all series on this third map at the very least. Obviously, a map win would be a better end of this final map, but still in the cards, not done yet. We had a 5-5 first half. This is a good chance for Fierce here. They have that opening pick. Challenging on the backside here, but Kiwi with one. Tossing towards the center. Can't get the double. Fizz and Psychillo alone in a 2v3 retake. Sight definitely in control. Scanner going down, and as the smoke dissipates, Fizz able to pick up a quick transfer onto Jack. Psychillo going down doesn't help out at all, and Fierce hang in there on map 3. 6-8 now. Ever closer to that tied final map, 8-8. I said I wouldn't mind it on our first map, but after the series has been decided, well, we'll see. We'll see if REKT lets that many rounds through. Great nades and a good pick. Kiwi able to swing out for a double, but Oaks, fortunately enough, finds the refrag there. The over-aggression could be the death of this defense, rather, as Killing Me Smalls goes down as well. Tarmac is able to swing out for their successful kill. Jack on the backside, though, and Dexy on the rotation. Psychillo quite a ways away, and ooh, we're going to have a battle at 2v2 over A site on the retake, I think. This scanner is going to go down.
Scan started.
Psychillo, full HP. Here's the shots from Adaxi, able to pick them up. Preserves most of their HP, but they're going up against a full HP Jack, and a scanner is down. Jack tucked into a very tight corner. Psychillo's going to have to swing this to be ready for him in there, and they'll trade down. The round goes the way of Fierce, and we do not end the series. We go to round 16. I appreciate the shout out in chat as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kind words do mean a lot to any caster behind the desk, but I do appreciate them. Fierce doing a good job of adjusting. Oh, but Kiwi. What a nade. A random guess. As bleach size. Can't believe it. No one is going to get too aggressive here, though. On the REKT side, they are stepping back, realizing that they could be jeopardizing their map point and playing a little bit more reserved. Going to force this fierce team up to them, much like they did in the earlier rounds of the half. Ooh, and a Daxi up through the middle. Comes sprinting in. A big swing to B side. That's like Kilo shuts down to some degree, but there's 3 more coming. Nade in the hand, tossed around the corner, recognizing this quick swing, catches a 1-for-1 and cuts them down to 2-for-2 with 15 seconds left. Scanner should go down. Bleach locks it in, and Oak's trying to minimize exposure over the top, looking for the angle. Bleach here also looking for the angle. Kiwi will find Oak. Bleach swings out and they'll go down to Killing Me Smalls and REKT. Will interrupt the scanner and lock in a series win for map 3. A solid fight in those final moments coming in from the Fierce squad, but not quite enough to net them what they were looking for with a final 3rd map win. And REKT take all 3. 9-4 map 1 on Sunna, 9-3 map 2 on Miru, 9-7 on Kitty. And overall, an exciting series to jump into for a Sunday night fight. Our 9th week wrapped up then, and looking forward to week 10. And we'll definitely be keeping our eyes on the top 7, as those will be where most of the action is going to be. That's where most of the people, that's where you're competing to lock in your top 7 spots so you can advance on automatically to the postseason. That 8th spot is contested for and competed for in the Challenger Cup, which is just around the corner, but not quite there just yet. Week 10 coming up, though, and I'm definitely looking forward to jumping into some more casts, so do subscribe and come back next week for more action. But until then, my name has been Nightfire with 2 E's. Thank you all for tuning in, and stay classy. VAIL VRML is brought to you by XLab, Exclaim, Helga, the esports manager, HyperX, ProTube VR, VR Cover.